Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today I'm going to be doing stages 15 to 20 of the Fanhome release of Build the Spider-Man Iron Spider Armor.
Swinging high above the streets at night, iron glints in moonsoft light, spider threads laced with steel, in his suit he feels ideal.
No idea what we're doing today, I haven't looked, so we're going to find that out together. But I did get drawn the attention to this box, which I can tell straight away is a mug. We've got another mug for this build, and I don't know what this looks like, but we're going to find that out together. And here it is here, looking just like that. Now once again, I don't really keep these mugs. Spider-Man's not all there, so I'm all confused. Is this one of these mugs that you heat it up and it completes the Spider-Man image? I don't know. He's in bits. I'm going to have to put some hot water in that and see if that's what happens. We'll check that out at the end. That is a puzzler. If it doesn't, then that doesn't make any sense to me at all. That would be completely over my head. I'm sure that when I put hot water in that, it's going to change, but we will find that out. Anyway, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. There's also that QR code on the screen. Let's find out what we're doing today without further ado. Let's get cracking. So, stage 15. I can't even remember what we did last time. Was we started on a leg? I don't know. The right arm. So we've got the right arm here. Is this the shoulder area? No, it's the forearm we're creating here. So we are continuing on with that arm that we've obviously made one arm already. So we're working on the other arm pretty much straight away. This is the rest of the magazine. And once again, this gold inlay here is metal, as you can see. And here is the arm that we have been working on. So first thing I'm going to do is put this piece into position. This top end is going to hold that screw hole we got there. So this is going to go in just like that there. And it's held in with an E screw. And there we go, that's into place. Turning it over, and then on this side here, I've got another bit of trim. Just going to be putting the lug here through the edge. So then that's going around that section there. And this time this is held in on this side with an F screw. Now this is a silver screw, which is designed to go into metal. So a tiny dab of oil just on the end. And then I can put that to one side and bring over this section that we had from the last pack. And I'm going to be putting this bit of trim in as well. It's going to follow this edge just here. So when I put it in, this goes in just like that. And then that's held in with two GT screws. These are flange screws here. Now on this build, they gave us loads of G2 flange screws. So I'm guessing we're going to be doing something with this. And in fact we are. I'm going to be bringing over the arm. And with this cable, I'm going to be putting the cable through the hole. Just there. Bring that all the way up. And then this will sit into that cavity just there. And once again, I'm guessing I'm using the G screws to put that in. I am, 4 G screws. You would think I've remembered this because obviously we've already built one arm, but no, I have the memory of a goldfish. So I forget things very quickly. But you would think that I would remember how to do this because I've already done this, but I do have the memory of a goldfish. Oh, it's too early to be cracking jokes, Wayne. There we go. With that in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 16, I guess this whole thing is going to be working on that arm. So we've got just 3 bits here, which is going to be building onto the arm just like this. That's very quick. Let's bundle this up with the next stage as well. So that's 16. So this is 17 here. Is there more in this one? 2 bits. No, I'm going to bundle this up as well with the next one. Let's have a look at stage 18, which looks like this. And in stage 18, 2 bits. You know what? I'm probably, if we're just going to be working on the right arm, let's just bundle all of these together. Let's have a check of 19. You watch, these are going to have loads to do. Now, hardly anything to do in that one. Is that just the shoulder section? It looks like it is. So I think I'll leave it there because I've got a funny feeling stage 20 we're working on something that's not the arm. Let's just have a check. The right shoulder, no, we still are, so I'm going to do everything together. This is stage 20. Bundling 4 stages together. Actually, where's the instructions for that? Did I just flick through them? Oh, there we go. Yeah, not much to do. I didn't see that. There we go. That's what we're going to be doing just there. Okay, let's do all 4 stages. And I've got that wrong. We're going to be doing all 5 stages. There's 6 stages in this pack, so we've got 5 stages to do in a row now. So to start this stage, I'm just going to take this section here, and that's going to go on top of the bit we just put in last time. It's held in with E screws. Now these are got a little flange on them, but nowhere near as big as the G screws that we get in this pack. And I want 2 of these in place. Excellent. Then I'm going to be taking this piece, putting this over the top, just there, and this is held in with E screws again. This time I need 3 of these. And then on the end I've got this piece here, which if you look on the top camera is just going to follow the line here. So once that's in, get that in just like that, that's held in with these flanged G screws. So that's that stage complete. As you saw in the instructions, not much at all in 17 and 18. 2 kinds of screws again here though, those flanged G screws and once again some E screws. And the first one is a bit of trim here which is going to go along this edge, just over the top like this. So it's following the edge of Spider-Man's arm there. Now at the top section just here, we're going to hold that in with these flange G screws. Do want to ensure that the tab that's on this trim is underneath this section just there. So that's in place. They haven't asked us to put anything in that one yet, just so you know. Okay, do the same on the other side here. So once again, we've got a tab down the bottom that we need to ensure goes inside that section. So we can clip this into place. Once again, G screws to hold that in. Well, that's interesting now. It's only now that they want me to put this screw in up here. Once again, a G screw. Why did we do that at the time? I don't know. Turning this over, and then I've got E screws just going into the position here. And just at the top here. And that's that stage done. Again, not much at all in stage 18, but all the gold trim once again is metal. And we don't actually use that on this stage. I can keep that to one stage. It's just this bit section that I need. Again, making sure that this cable is coming out the top, so I can put this into place, which is just fitting into this cavity here. Making sure the tab goes in on each side. There we go, that's looking good. It's clipped in. Held in with 2 of these E screws. And that is what the arm is looking like at the moment. Okay, next stage, which is stage 19, where we're creating the shoulder section. Once again, metal golden part. Take this whole shoulder pad section here, and I'm going to be putting this into place. So I need it this way round. And I need this detail first, which is going to go over the top there. Held in with an E screw. And another E screw just on the other side. Turn it over, and then on this section I've got this other bit of gold trim which goes on just like that there. Then on top of that I've got this red trim which goes on there. Turn it over. Once again I've got these E screws into 2 holes to hold this in. And there we go. That's that shoulder section done, which leads us to the last stage. We have got some electrics in this. Always fun to be adding electrics to a build. So I've got a LED light in this plastic package here. We used to call these blister packs back in the day. And I'm going to be creating this light system. So basically what I need is the housing, which looks like this. Inside that I've got a lens. That's going to sit just on top there. Then I've got a cover which goes over the top to keep that lens into place. And I'm holding that in with E-screws. Now I don't need to open a pack because I've already got an E-screw, but that's going in there. On the other side of this, I've got the housing for the, what's going in here? A screw, I guess? It's basically going to shield this light from the rest of the model. So that's what's hiding that there. And that's what the hole's for. It's for the LED. So I have it this way round, so the LED is facing down and it's situated just like that. So once that's in, as you can see, there's no light bleed coming out anywhere. I'm going to be putting the backing on. Looks like this. It actually goes this way round because we want this to come through here. Once again, an E-screw to hold that into place. Now I'm going to mount this to the shoulder section here, and it's going to go over the port just here. It's held in with 2 E-screws, so one this side and then one just into that side there. And then all I need to do is take this cable, and then, by the way, I found the numbers. Do you remember I'd lost these? I'm going to be putting a number 8 on this cable. See, I put these things down and I completely forget what I've done with them. Plug this in here, and there we go. That is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So if you're invested as I am about this mug, it's been on my mind for this whole build. That doesn't make sense. So I'm going to get some hot water and we'll see what this looks like. So as you can see, putting water in's done nothing. So I've got bits of Spider-Man. We've got a bit of body. We have a leg. I don't know what's going on here. I've got absolutely no idea what's going on. I'm guessing that's not right. But that's the end of that pack build today. So I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.